station today.
All right, Solo, very grateful for the update. Solomon Ahiable Mensah is our voter regional reporter. And it looks like not everybody is in support for the call for the audit of forensic audit of the voter register. The national organizer of the NPP, Henry Nana Boakye, has written on social media, his Facebook account. Let me read to you verbatim his reaction or response to the NDC's nationwide simultaneous enough is enough demonstration. He says NPP to resist strongly any attempt to introduce any private institution into the operations of the EC. It shall never happen. And all these are written in capitals, so you know what that means. Alhaji Rashid Tanko Computer is a Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the NDC. He joins us on the line. Good evening to you, Alhaji. Grateful that you've joined us tonight on 505.
Good evening. I'm not Alhaji. Let's correct that one.
Okay, Doctor. Dr. Rashid.
You want to send me to Mecca?
Yes,
Don't worry.
I want to send you to Mecca. Well, it's been a tiring day. I would have expected that by now. You'd be speaking suffering, but I can tell from your energy that you are still fired up.
You know, we are ready for governance. And when you are ready for governance, you don't get tired. I mean, you need to put everything in order to make sure that 3 months is not far. Just 3 months, we want to take over government. So we are ready for it.
Okay. Today's demonstration, did it live up to your expectation as a party?
Fantastic. In fact, overwhelmingly, even more than the expectation that we had with the demonstration. I mean, clearly, Ghanaians have shown love for the NDC and shown love for democracy. Clearly, nobody needs to tell you. It was very clear that Ghanaians wanted a change, and the change is about to come. So nobody needs to tell you. We saw it live. And then the numbers indicated that Ghanaians really wanted change. Hundreds of thousands of people from the streets of Accra. And as I indicated earlier, that we are peace-loving people. We only want to save our democracy. And clearly, you saw it. Nothing untoward happened.
Except for what happened in the Ashanti region, where about 4 people have been injured because of what happened there. But again, the NDC is demanding, amongst a lot of things, most importantly, a forensic audit of the register. So now you have done the demonstration to demand. You've petitioned the EC Parliament. What next?
Well, we are waiting for their response. Clearly, you could hear from the minority leader and majority leader when we presented the petition to them in Parliament. Both of them appear to be in line with what we are demanding. I mean, we're thinking that the majority leader will have a difference, but clearly his response was that it's well intentioned. I mean, he didn't object to the idea of recalling Parliament to critically look at the petition. That tells you that, well, they are not objecting to that. They've seen the veracity of what we are saying. So if the body that is mandated, the safeguards, they made the rules, they made the TI to govern the registration and elections, things that there's a need to go into the matter. Why not? The Electoral Commission, they're just implementing body. So they cannot say this. And let me add it. Clearly, in 2015, in fact, specifically 15th October 2015, Madam Jean Mensah was the IEA director and indicated that there was a need for an independent audit of the register. You remember the whole about the 2016 register. Madam Jean Mensah was the IEA director, and I'm quoting you, and I want you to go and check. Daily Guide, 15th October 2015, Madam Jean Mensah, IEA, called for an audit, independent audit of the register. Today, she's the commissioner. What is the difference?
You say the majority in Parliament, majority leader, does not object to this, but the party he belongs to, the national organizer, is objecting. He says it shall never happen that another body or any private institution would be introduced into the operations of the EC. It shall never happen. They will resist this strongly.
You see, I don't want to glorify that kind of rubbish. I mean, let's ignore that.
Oh, why?
He does. Why should I glorify such a thing? When they were calling for audit in 2016, when Justice Clark Committee was set up, why didn't they resist it? Why didn't they say they won't appear before Justice Clark? As they said, people, when you are glorifying them, they think as if the Ghana came to being under NDC. When they were making press conferences and talking all manner of things, and the committee was said, didn't they appear before the committee? Didn't they go and make presentation to the committee? Why is it that didn't they say that because it's a private organization, they were not members of the commission, they won't appear before them? What are you talking about? Please just ignore him completely.
But they said the NDC also had the same position in 2015 when they were calling for
we
the same.
appeared before Justice Clark Committee. We didn't object to it. We appeared to make presentation. Reason why we said there was nothing like 80,000 Togolese. You can't just look at Kokuvi and say Kokuvi name sound like a Togolese, so it's a Togolese. If there are Kokuvis in Togo, so you mean there are no Kokuvis in Ghana? Is there artificial boundaries that have just separated the Togolese and then the Ivorians? Artificial boundary. Go there. Just go to Aflao. People are walking to each other home. And so when you have names like that and you see it in there, you have to be careful. That's why that was the presentation we did. And so we didn't object to it and rubbish everything. But we made a presentation to let them understand that they were not Togolese, they were Ghanaians. And the same register was used to vote for Nanado to come into power. They benefited from that register.
It's
I think they don't understand the operations of the Electoral Commission or what.
Doc, it's barely 3 months to the elections. We know that the Electoral Commission is supposed to print the voter register. Is there a timeline you're working with or looking at? Because you say if that is not done, there's not going to be the December 7 general election. So then is there a timeline you're looking at for the forensic audit of this voter register and the timeline you're giving the EC to call that meeting or Parliament to look into your concerns?
That is why in our petition we indicated that there should be a stakeholder meeting immediately. Stakeholder meeting immediately between the stakeholders and the Electoral Commission to relook at our timetable for elections vis-a-vis the audit and the re-exhibition of the register. We stated in our petition there. And they know it. It's just that their intransigent stance has caused all this thing. Because you cannot be calling for one thing when you are in opposition or when you are running a think tank, IEA, and you are always on the neck of Electoral Commission to do the right thing and order. Today, you are the commissioner and you think otherwise. We shouldn't introduce this kind of double standard into our Ghanaian politics. Principles are principles, and we must go by it.
What will happen if your calls are not heeded to?
We have other plans lined up for them.
Like another demonstration?
It's under our sleep. We are keeping to our chest.
When will you review that?
We want to hear from them.
Okay.
Today we had a very peaceful right. We assured Ghanaians that we're going to have a peaceful demonstration. They thought we were joking. Haven't it come to pass? With all the huge numbers that we march out. In the history of this Fourth Republic, have you ever seen this kind of crowd throwing the spirit of Accra? That tells you that they are angry for change. That's why they came out like that. So if they don't listen to the masses who came out like this, and they think that they can still continue that they are manipulative process, we have another plan for them.
Well, Doc, very grateful for your time. That's a Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the NDC, Dr. Rशीbb Tanko Computer. Let's talk about security.